Hello everybody, my name is KJK. We're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel today, and apparently I'm on this thing. Alright, get out of here. Get out of here, you. Sorry about being super late. Some stuff happened that I had to do yesterday, and basically some other stuff happened that I really had to take care of last night, which basically kept me up until, like, I want to say 6:30 a.m., which I can talk about later, but for now, let's just play some Yu-Gi-Oh! Paleozoics are my favorite non-meta. Paleozoics are fun if you are the one playing it, maybe not for your opponent, though. But yeah, I had some... I basically went on, like, an entire adventure last night from 11 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. That was a whole ordeal. I'll be talking about it later this stream. Also Gradle, also Clown Control. Anyways, today we're playing Gem Knights because I really don't want to play Maliss again. Ignore the fact that I played it for the Duelist Cup. No, we're not playing that today. We're playing Gem Knight in the Maliss event. I don't know why Konami keeps making Maliss events. They just really like Maliss, you know? They're like, what's that? The tier 0 deck isn't at the only spot in tier 0 anymore? Clearly we need to fix that. Clearly we need to make a tier -1. And have this deck there forever and ever because they keep giving it support. I play Exorcisters. Exorcisters are fun too. Actually, before the stream, there's this weird, like, piece of paper that fell into, one of my laptop fan slots, and I can't really seem to get it out. I'm trying to get it out with some tweezers, but, you know, I decided to, yeah, I'll just get it after the stream. Hopefully, it's like, it doesn't fall deeper into the crack. Or hopefully my laptop fans will somehow blow it away. I doubt that, though. Anyways, we're playing Gem Knight today. I am running 2 copies of Max C, 1 Nemesis Flag, 1 Gem Armadillo, 2 Gem Armadillos, 1 Shaddoll Dragon, 1 Nell Shadow Genius, 3 Gem Knight Quartz, 2 Fulos, 2 Meows, 3 Nephew Rims, 2 Hollow Core, 1 Arch Nemesis, 1 Raigeki, 1 Harpies, 1 Gemnite Fusion, 3 Shadow Fusion, 1 Lightning Storm, 1 Triple Tactics, 1 Triple Tactics Thrust, 3 Gemnite Dispersions, 3 Brilliant Fusion, 1 Scatter Fusion, 2 Call Buys, 2 Forbidden Droplets, and an extra deck I am running 1 Seraphonite, 1 Lady Lapis Lazuli that I have never summoned, 1 Gemnite Ruby, 1 Aquamarine, 1 Topaz, 1 Prismara, 1 El Shaddol Construct, 1 Gemnite Lady Rose Diamond, 1 Gemnite Master Diamond, 1 Master Diamond Dispersion, 1 Lady Brilliant Diamond, 1 Bagusk, 1 Infernal Flame Banshee, and 2 Gemnite Phantom Quartz. So this is probably the least useful card in this entire deck. I've never summoned it, but Gemnites don't have enough extra deck monsters, so she's just here. She's just there, you know? Theoretically, El Shaddol Construct is really useful, because if you notice, this is a going second deck, which means that it's automatically bad. Thanks, Konami. So I do have El Shaddol Construct. Theoretically, the idea is to have your opponent special something out of the extra deck, and then use Shaddol Fusion to summon Construct, and then you send Shaddol Dragon to pop a back row, and this card, which is a monster negate, kind of. But I have never opened Shaddol Fusion going second, or I open 3 copies of it, and my opponent doesn't play an extra deck for some reason. This constantly happens. I don't know why this keeps happening, but it does. And it's really annoying. So basically, this is a going second deck. The entire point of the game is to just OTK your opponent in one hit. There's a combo with Nemesis Flag in here to get to, There's another Arch Nemesis, however, that one is a UR, and this deck is already expensive as it is. This runs like 3 Brilliant Fusion and 3 Gemnite Dispersions. I think this deck is already really expensive, so there is that. And just look at all the Gemnites in the extra deck, like all of them are basically just URs for some reason. Not to mention all the board breaker cards are all URs, and that's really annoying. Now, the reason why I'm running 2 Fulos instead of 3 is because I only have 2, and the reason why I'm running Meows instead of the other one is because I don't have the other one, and for some reason, Master Duel decided to give me 2 copies of Meows. I guess Meows is useful for the Maliss matchup, because, you know, it's the Maliss event. Everyone's gonna be running Maliss. I don't know why they keep making Maliss events, but they do. Thumbnail idea. Face flat on the floor. Mr. Bean Thief trying to steal a Gemnite Diamond. That's probably a reference to something that I don't know. What are your thoughts on playing Gemnites as a new player? I was told it was hard to pilot. I think all going second decks are hard to pilot, except for maybe Tenpai, but Tenpai has been nerfed. Gemnites are tricky because like your opponent will have an established board, and going second decks are basically just like duel puzzles to try to find out a way to out your opponent's board. So in order to play going second decks, you kind of need to know what the going first player does. So I will say that it is more tricky than just Unga Bunga, I have Google spreadsheet, I do this combo, I win. Now the thing is, like, Gemnites can go first, however, that is basically, the only reason why they can go first is because Baron and Appaloosa exists. That's basically the only reason why they're able to go first. But I think that is boring, because if you're summoning Baron Appaloosa, might as well just play Maliss at that point. That's what Maliss does anyways. It just goes Appaloosa. Maybe not Baron, but it goes Appaloosa and then a million bajillion other things. You know, like Ocean 11 or Pink Panther. I've actually never watched any of those. That's basically the deck. This deck's main weakness is if Gem Knight Fusion gets banished, and lo and behold, we're in a Maliss event right now, so that's very likely to happen. Thanks, Konami. I do like Gem Knights though. They're fun to pilot. It's just you have to go second, and that's the main problem. If you're a deck that goes second, specifically one that is not named Tenpai, then there's a very good chance you'll just lose because you can't out your opponent's board. I thought I switched decks. I thought I switched decks. Apparently, I did not switch decks. Okay, you know, we're playing Maliss for the first game. Never mind. So that I completely lied, and now I'm going second using a Maliss deck. Oh no! I have no idea how this is going to do. I forgot to switch to Gem Knights. We're just playing Maliss now. Okay, I think... Okay, what if I just Ash here? Okay, you know they red infrared sensor you see around a glass box can be falling, and artwork makes sense. Just generic heist stuff. What the heck he just sent? His Ash Blossom and his Engraver, what? And his Maxi. Oh, he set... 2 cards have been set face down. I now have 2 Garnets in my hand that don't do anything, but it's okay because Signet Mining exists. Okay. First of all, I will Signet Mining the Fulos to try to bait out whatever my opponent has. I lied! We're not actually playing Gem Knights. We're playing this. Okay, let's see here. So, Dormouse can get to that. I want a backup at Ignister, I think. No, actually, no. I'm gonna get a Chessy Cat. This is gonna be really weird, but I'm gonna use this Chessy Cat to banish the Dormouse. I got TB11. So that can potentially dodge Imperms. Okay, my opponent's field is lighting up. Hello? Konami? Can I play during my turn, please? Stop it. Stop being mean. You know what? Fine. If you do that, I have a Max C. I see you cave to play Maliss. I actually forgot to switch decks. I clicked on Duel, and then I forgot to switch off of Maliss because I was playing that yesterday. And then so I just... And then so I just forgot to switch out of it. My favorite is Voiceless. Voiceless is pretty fun. Okay, so I did draw the Call by the Grave, so I can just banish whatever he sends. Okay, well that's your Schraderin. I think Schraderin is limited to 1 in this game. At least I hope it is. I don't think he has a Lancia, otherwise he would have used it already. Sometimes I forget to switch out of Malice 20 times in a row. What do you mean? Look at how shiny this thing is. This is clearly a Gem Knight card. It's a Cybers. It's not a rock attribute. It's not a rock type. Therefore, it's a Gem Knight, because that's how Gem Knights work. Don't you know? After this duel, I'll switch back to, I'll switch to Gem Knights. Okay, so I can dodge that. I mean, he saw me set this, so he knew this was coming. Wait a minute, this doesn't come back now. Oops. Oopsies. Oopsie doopsies. Alright, fine, I guess I'll just summon that. Well, I guess this card is gone now. This card is gone forever. Yeah, high stuff with Yu-Gi-Oh theme, like Time Thief. Like President's Duel, Episode 3? Now, the Dormouse goes here. At least worst case scenario, I get to practice Gem Knight combos. Or worst case scenario, I get to practice Maliss combos, because those are really long. Let's banish that, so I can get it back. That face down is something. I don't know what it is, but it is something. Let's grab the GWC. And then I go into Link Decoder. I don't have to summon the Cyber's Wicked because I already have backup Ignister in hand. So it should still be fine. And then I go Red Ransom. Red Ransom gets me the quick play because I already have the Feud spell. I put it in his Imperm zone just to say screw you, buddy. Just to say screw you. I'm playing the stronger deck. Punching down is fun. Unironically playing a deck stronger than Tyr. Which is not a good thing to have exist. Okay. So, Red Ransom, I get that. Let's grab an Axis Code Talker. I think I go into backup at Ignister first. I go to backup at Ignister. What, the Super Poly? I mean, that doesn't actually negate. Super Poly doesn't negate, so I still get my stuff. I don't really care. I can easily just get that back. And I don't need this Silent Mining. And then I banish that. And then I activate that. Banish this. Good Canary Cowboy finding gold in a river. And bring that back. Banish from Cyber's Monster from my deck. Yeah, I can banish this March Hare, and so I can get back the March Hare. And I grab the March Hare back. And then what I can do here is I can go for the Splash Mage. I don't think it's a good idea to go for the Axis Code just yet. Okay, so I do need a Maliss on field, so I grab that. And now that I have something summoned from the extra deck, I can use Wizard at Ignister to target that, because I want another Maliss on the field. And then I go for a White Binder. No. I use Splash Mage for a White Binder, so I can have more materials. I'll use that because it's negated. And so that gets me a White Binder. I guess I banish that, and you know what? I'll banish his Cash Tier Birth. I don't know if banishing his Cash Tier or Birth does anything, but I'll just do it anyways. And then I'll set that. Then I can use that here. But I think I'll save it for now. For now, I'll go into a Code Talker at Ignist. No, I'll use this. I think I'll use this now. I'll use this now, get rid of this. I'll grab another March Hare. Even Gem Armadillo can be Pokemon Sandshrew. Oh, wait. No! I forgot! That doesn't... Oh! I'm stupid. I'm stupid. This needed to be on field in order to banish something. Oh, well. Why haven't I normal summed yet? Then now, I guess I just go into that. Allied Code at Ignister. Oh god! There, and also here. Go, attack! Attack that thing! He summoned it in attack position for some reason. Oh god, the timer! Oh lordy timing! No, I don't care. Oh lordy timing! And then face down, and then face down, and then I end turn. This combo is so long. This combo is so ridiculously long. With the Midora. Okay, I don't think I care. What, the Typhon? Okay, use that. I banish that. And then that gets me that. Okay, apparently that doesn't do anything. I'll negate that by banishing this, and then I'll grab that back. But the thing is, though, I don't have enough time. I don't think I have enough time to do this. I think I'm just gonna lose the timeout. I could have banished this, get back the trap, but I don't think I have enough time to. That one. That one. Oh god, please! The time! Draw a card! Hello, called by the grave! I just have to select off. I can't activate any more effects. I don't have the time. At least I got rid of his tier. I got rid of his tier limit, but I physically cannot do anything else because I don't have the time. The Maliss is so long! The Maliss combo is so long! Realize that you can't do anything and surrender! Do it. Because I can just attack over this thing. I don't think he can do anything. And he shuffled my traps back in the deck, which literally does nothing. Owie. Oh, I took 0 battle damage for some reason. I don't know why, but I took 0 Was it from the Medora? I don't know what prevented me from taking battle damage, but okay. How much damage is this? Yeah, it's lethal, I think. But, I'm gonna blink some more. No, I'm gonna summon this first, and then I'm gonna go into Firewall. Then I get 2 bounces. And I'll just get rid of that. And then you can't do anything about it. That one. And say... that one. And then I'll use this to set a trap. Set that one. And then I'll just attack. Go attack! Quickly! Quickly now! I don't want to be playing this deck anymore! Go! My very shiny royal rare allied code talker! There, he's dead. Okay, well, the good news is that I still remember how to play Maliss. The bad news is that despite knowing how to play Maliss, I don't think that helps you when trying to beat Maliss. Okay, let's actually switch to Gem Knights now. I will add some more hand traps though, because this is the Maliss event. This is the Maliss event, so I need to add 3 Lancias. Even though Lancia arguably doesn't do enough versus Maliss anymore. Okay, I'm gonna stick with this. If I need to add more hand traps, then I will. But for now, I'm gonna be using all these board breakers, so I shouldn't need to have a ridiculous amount of hand traps. Unless if I do, in which case I will be very sad. Now, the nice part about using a going second... Why? Why, though? What could you possibly be using? This deck does literally nothing going first. Is it Bagoosk time? I can't even Bagoosk. I don't have enough materials to Bagoosk. None of these cards do anything, Konami. How does this deck work? I just have to surrender because his hand doesn't do anything going first. It maybe does something going second, but going first, it does absolutely nothing. I didn't even get one of the Gem Knight spells. Oh no, you gave up. Unfortunately, that hand basically doesn't do anything. What this deck does going first is basically it Bagooska Pass. And if you cannot Bagooska Pass, then you basically just set one monster face down pass. Oof, play Master Duel in the Maliss format, Brave Soul. No, it's even worse. I'm playing Gem Knights in a Maliss event. You know, Gem Knights that really, really don't like their Gem Knight fusion to be banished. Okay. I mean, it is probably still Ryziel. I think... Okay, never mind. This is not Ryziel. Maliss format makes me have rage issues. If you do... Okay, so the if you do effect happens at the same time, so I only get one monster. Or I only get one draw. He's gonna negate it, isn't he? I don't know why. I was like, I only have two Shadol monsters in this entire deck. But for some reason, I keep drawing the monsters and not any of my 3 copies of Shadol Fusion. Oh, Duelist Cup, the Maliss Cup. Yeah, it's the Maliss event, don't you know? There is no Duelist Cup. This is just the Maliss event. There goes another table, yep. Makes sense now. Because apparently, don't you know, Maliss wasn't... Tier 0 isn't strong enough. Konami just... They went to their investor meeting, and they said... And one of their investors was like, you know what, John Konami? I don't think tier 0 is strong enough. We need a tier -1. We need to make a tier -1. Surely that will keep player retention. What did they do? They added support for Maliss. So basically they added support for a tier 0 deck. And then so now Maliss can play around Lancia. But for real, it's crazy that the player count is lower now than it was during a year or so of Snake Eyes format. I know. I know, right? Oh, vzz. Exactly, oh, vzz. Okay, I actually don't really know how to use this card. Wait, what? What just happened? Oh, hello, Lightning Storm. Okay. I think here's what I'm gonna... here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Harpy's Feather Duster in hopes that he negates that. Negate it! Do it. Do it. So if he negates... He did not negate that. Darn! Fine. Now he has to negate this, because for some reason he put all of his monsters in attack position. Even though he saw that I chose to go second. I don't actually know what any of these cards do. Oh, this one is a spell negate. This one does things. And it's probably fine. Okay. Still no Shadol Fusion. Shadol Fusion does not exist. Okay, first of all, I will normal summon Nephirim. I just have to remember how to... Why, though? Why are you like this, Konami? Okay, let's see here. So I will add a Hollow Core to hand. I already have Scatter Fusion and Brilliant Fusion, so it should still be fine. And now I use Hollow Core. Not the next. Not the card that I just used during his previous turn. It's not fair. It's... I haven't seen Attack of the Clones in like years. I don't know what the quote is. Okay, let's see here. Do I even use this? Yeah, I'll use this. I'll use this so I can have more material on the board. Okay, but what if I Bagoosk? I'll use... Yeah, I'll use these two because this one wants to be in the graveyard. It's only fun when you use it. I'm still learning this deck, so I am kind of slow. Okay, so I grab a Gemini Dispersion. Where's my graveyard? Gemini Fusion. I think Scatter Fusion is the better option here. And then I Lady Rose using that and that. And then I that. Miku of Konami added a versus computer mode so you could practice Dexin. What the heck? I mean, I don't really care about that. I have enough materials to do this, I think. Okay, so I can use that to destroy this. So if he's banishing this, then I can banish it anyways. And destroy... I'll destroy that. That no longer does anything. Send that to the graveyard because I don't need it. And then I add this to hand. No. And then I Brilliant Fusion. And then I don't remember what order I'm supposed to do this in. That one, a Hollow Core, and Quartz. Maybe I should have sent the Armadillo as well. Oh well. Summon that. I'll banish... No, I won't banish that yet. That one. This one. And that one. And then I use this. Banish that. Banish that. And then I banish my Maxi. Sorry, I don't really have time to read chat right now because I'm kind of really focusing hard. Let's get rid of a warrior. Because he already used the spellcaster one. Should be that one. This one returns to hand. This one activates, and this one summons Lady Brilliant Diamond. Let's use that, and then that, and then that. That's right, I confuse using banished material. Did he just draw a nib? Don't tell me he drew a nib. I think he just drew a nib. Go attack. Okay, he did not draw a nib. How much damage is this? This is a lot. That is a lot of damage. If I play this properly, this guy can actually attack twice, but, if I send Topaz to the graveyard, this guy can actually attack twice, but I didn't make him do that. Holy moly! How do you use nerdy Maliss kids have fun with the most boring deck ever? This is all the work for you. Is actually, I think the fun, the quote-unquote fun, is attempting to beat the timer. Because Maliss is one of the longest combos. It is ridiculously hard to do it efficiently while thinking, while not losing to time. But, Maliss versus another meta deck is pretty fun. It's just, unfortunately, there are no other decks not named... There are no meta decks that are not named Maliss, so... But even, like, adding this... Pure Adignisters is even more time. Like, takes even more time. I was, testing out Pure Adignisters the other week, and basically what happened is, without thinking... without... Going first, without thinking, and not getting hand-trapped at all... And without thinking and spamming the next step in the combo with only like 2 seconds in between plays, I got to 4 seconds left on the clock, and my opponent just surrendered right before I lost the time. So currently, as it stands, Pure Adignisters is physically unplayable because you physically do not have enough time to use that deck. Nibiru would be funny, just Dwayne. I will never understand why they gave Gem Knight Ruby an animation. Ryziel. I do actually like Ryziel's because the combo is relatively fast. Yes, you do summon a million monsters, but Maliss summons a million bajillion monsters. And there are other decks that spam more monsters. Personally, IRL, I actually use a Ryziel, not Ryziel. I don't use a Ryziel Mitsurugi deck. I actually use a Mitsurugi Orchists. Mitsurugi Orchists is pretty fun. Oh, hello, Lancia. I did the entire deck event with Ryziel. Ryziel can have a few combos. It's nice. It's nice. It does have the option to be really greedy. Actually, I think Ryziel beats Gem Knights because Gem Knights uses too many continuous spells. So I think I might just be boned here. You could also be me and draw no name. I'll still play this out because this might still be playable. It's just, I'm probably going to lose. Because I drew 0 board breaker cards for some reason, even though my deck is full of them. I drew 0 board breaker and a Lancia, which currently does nothing in the Maliss event, apparently. Like, Ryziel, you do have the option to be really greedy. Full combo is basically both Ryziels plus a Trap Tricks plus one of the rank 4 photon monsters that protects from destruction. But doing that requires you to be really greedy and loses to Nib. It's also kind of funny how just one Gem Knight is just Detonator. It is. Okay, for some reason I keep drawing this card. There is a combo to get to this, it's just I keep drawing this for whatever reason. This is not a board breaker by itself, Konami. The problem is that Ryziel's use, like, a million bajillion types and attributes, so this card doesn't actually do that much. Starleech, plug in or hole, cross, and detonator. Then you get the weird people that just have Tachyon engine or hand loop. I do actually use the I use the 7th Shark engine for mine because I already have a Shark deck and like might as well use my URs. Because you know I'm not going to be playing that Shark deck anytime soon. Not with the current meta. Which is me, I want to make hand loop. Wait, you only summoned 2 guys. Okay, that is interesting. Why are you like this? why John Konami, in your infinite wisdom, decided that I would draw this while going second and not in my opening hand. John Konami, why are you like this? Well, they had full combo and ended it on mid. They did, and I drew the Foolos because reasons. And they have Ash. I think I just die now. I can't do anything. Okay. You know, I can unironically fuse with Lancia. Can I play the Yu-Gi-Oh game, please? Is that a... Why did he destroy Gem Knight Fusion? What? I'm very confused. I don't quite understand. Okay, well this one does nothing, so I have to summon using this one. Detonator, nah. I think it was brilliant. But tease. Okay, well at least there's a Lady Rose Diamond there. Use Gem Knight Dispersion to fuse now. I like how Gem Knight Dispersion, its second effect, just also for the rest of the turn. Or like, for the main phase, your opponent takes half effect damage because reasons. This doesn't do anything, though. What do I actually do? I don't have enough materials to do anything. Do I just summon this and then try to attack over that? No, it just crash. Because its attack will get lowered. Okay, so I think what I have to do here is I use these two and that one. Ugh, that's annoying. Make the big diamond. Now the OG FTK is just Cowboy. Okay, well he's targeting that, but I can just dodge it. But he still has this, which he didn't use yet. Why are you like this, Konami? Why are you like this? What am I supposed to do? I thought this was a going second deck. Apparently it is not. Send that to the graveyard because it doesn't do anything. Gosh, such a cool card. It is, but you need board breakers. The board breakers, they don't exist though. Okay, so I do that. I did normal summon this. But why? But why though? What am I supposed to do? How do game work, Konami? It's very confusing. Okay, so I banish that, I banish this, and I have to banish that. Mace evenly basically eats Ryzio. Unfortunately, I can't use evenly in this deck, since... Since this, if I don't do anything in the battle phase, then I can't basically just lose. I guess I select Pyro. Why are you like this? What am I supposed to do, Konami? John Konami, explain to me how game work. Droplet. I think I have 2 copies of Droplet in this deck. I mean, at least the nice part is that now he's not able to summon Pyro monsters. I'll banish... Say banish this. It is a rock. I can fuse with it. I don't know what I'm summoning, though. Shadow Fusion still doesn't exist. One Gemini monster... Seraphinite? Can I summon this? Seraphinite doesn't do anything, though. This requires 3. How do game work? John Konami, explain how game work. Really? Just end turn? Really? Could have protected their dude. What are they doing? Yeah, it is. I don't know why they did that. I mean, thanks to that, I am still kind of in the game. Plus, didn't actually get negated, so he can't summon Pyro monsters, and that basically just nerfs his turn. Okay, so he summons a light Pyro, but he can't summon it. And I don't think they can out your token. But what if they star Typhon Slayer guy? And add this to my hand? Now I just have a giant token in my hand because that's how tokens work. Wait, how Nemesis work? Well, basically, I declared Pyro, and then now he can't summon Pyro monsters. Until the end of the next turn, neither player can special summon monsters with that type. I mean, like, the better one is the other UR Arc Nemesis, however, this deck is already expensive enough, so I didn't really want to make it. He's like, feverishly double-checking his Google spreadsheet, wondering why he's not able to summon Pyro. They just did, though. These two are Thunder... Wait. Oh, he normal summoned this. I don't think he's able to special summon Pyros. Yeah, he's not allowed to special summon the Pyro, but he just normal summoned this. So basically, if he doesn't have an out to this, then I just put this in attack position, and then this guy just dies. Is he Bagusking? He is not Bagusking. Ryzeal's spreadsheet just summon a big boy and detonate your Jesus body even in tactics anymore. Okay, so I can no longer attack over this thing, so that's really annoying. How do game work? John Konami, explain to me how game work. Why does he have... Where's my infinite recursion, Konami? You gave him infinite recursion. And then now, he has one negate. He has one monster negate. And so I think if he negates this, then I just die. Okay, Gemini Dispersion. Not really what I wanted, though. Not a cross recursion is whatever. Let's see here. Why does he have another detonator? What is this, Konami? Where did that come from? How do game work? It's very confusing. I can't do anything. How is this even remotely fair? Explain to me how game work, Konami. Why do you want people to continuously quit your game? Just attack that detonator. Oh yeah, I can. Like, he's just gonna get it back, and Gem Knights basically... Like, if Gem Knights don't win during the battle phase, then they basically don't do anything. Because no matter what, he's gonna be able to have more stuff than I do. If I can't out the token. Because, like, Gem Knights, they don't do anything outside of the battle phase. If you activate it, the token dies. Isn't this, like... Yeah, if an Xyz monster you control would be destroyed by a battle or card effect, you may attach one material from this card instead. Maybe I just don't do anything and just continuously attack. Because eventually he's going to be able to out this, I think. This is a 10k token. Do I have Typhon in this deck? No, I don't have Typhon in this deck. Maybe what I should have done is... I think what I should have done is I take out the Lady Lapis, and then I just add a Typhon. Because if he gets his trap hole, if he gets his Ryzeo trap hole, then he can out this, and then I just die. Why? And he just has this tool because reasons? Why do you have this? How do baby card game for children work? Okay. What is this? How do your card game on motorcycle for children work, Konami? Why do you want 0 new players to play your game? Okay, so obviously something has to go. Because that was terrible. Shaddoll Fusion does not exist. If I had Shaddoll Fusion, then I could have done things. Obviously, Artifact Lancia does absolutely nothing, according to Master Duel. And then, so now I have to take out that, and I'll add a Typhon. You got Winda. Can I summon Winda? I can summon Winda. Thing is, though... Like, I don't think... Winda doesn't do anything in this deck, because this deck always wants to go second. If I got literally any board breaker, I could have done something, but apparently board breakers do not exist. It's like, Winda is only good for going first, basically. Which is not what this deck does. Like, going first, this deck just summons Baron and Appaloosa, which is boring. If you're gonna be summoning Baron plus Appaloosa, might as well just play Maliss. There's, like, infinitely better decks that can summon Baron and Appaloosa. Konami, fix your McDonald's Wi-Fi, it broken. Although I question why you run Baguska. Baguska is the panic button in case I am forced to go first. Which I have once and was not able to summon Baguska because I got, oops, all board breakers. Okay, this hand is better. You always want the Nephirim in your hand, but the thing is, though, Nephirim really needs to be... What, the normal summon Vision Resonator? Nephirim really wants to be, like... It really needs to... it really needs a special summon. Like, you have to normal summon the Nephirim, which is really bad. Because this... If Nephirim gets negated, then basically you can't do anything. Okay, I can Meowls the Red Rising Dragon. When then Tenpai do be funny. Tenpai is literally just better. Is better Gem Knights. Doesn't it summon itself when it's sent? It is, but you need a way to send it first. And Nephirim gets you a way to send itself. But you need to resolve it first. Because if you only have Nephirim and no way to send it, then... Because Nephirim is like your starter to get you to the rest of your combo that allows you to send things. Now, luckily, I do have the Hollow Core, so if Nephirim gets negated, it's not the end of the world. But it's not something you want to do. Doesn't the red dude send? Yeah, Hollow Core sends, but most of the time, like, this deck only runs 2 copies of it. Since you don't want to run too many copies of this. What the Soul Fist? Huh? Huh? What? Okay, well, anyways, Harpy's Feather Duster. Burning Soul MVP over here. Nice card, anyways. What the he drew Fiendish, he just opened Fiendish Golem and Fiendish Chain. Okay, so first of all, Nephirim and... Like, so this is the main reason why you don't want to open Hollow Core. Like, you don't want to get too many copies of Hollow Core, because Hollow Core sends Gem Knight Fusion. And I only have 1 copy of Gem Knight Fusion in here, so now Hollow Core does absolutely nothing. So now I use... So I can no longer send... Like, I can no longer use Hollow Core to special summon itself. So now I have to use Nephirim. Perhaps I should have XC summoned, but oh well. Look, Jack Atlas wants to cook. But Jack Atlas also wants to be competent. Okay, so now I can Gem Knight Fusion. So by putting these 2 in the grave... this is a fairy, right? That's a fairy. Now by putting these 2 in the grave, now I'm protected from nibs. Never forget Lapis goes to Lapis Lazuli, to Nephirim, to Construct, to Construct. The 2 Infernoid fusions to a Teller Knight. And then eventually it loops back, because they keep adding dual terminal support. So add that to hand. Okay, that did not do what I expected it to. And then now I summon this by using that, this, and what? Okay, I guess I just have to use that. Random vanilla goes around. Same with Master Diamond just casually being the reason shadows exist. Well, I guess I don't need this max C anymore. Actually, maybe I should not have done that. Oh well. Okay, so let's summon Ruby. Topaz. And then... Aquamarine. I'm gonna use Ruby to send Aquamarine. I'll return that to hand. I'll use that to summon Lady Brilliant Diamond by using that, this, and that. Maybe I should not have sent that one. Oh well. Use this. Send that. Summon Master Diamond. Now I use Master Diamond to target the Topaz. And now I use this to get it back to my hand. Go! Attack! This guy can attack twice now! Get him! Get him! Yours, the emissary of darkness, doesn't exist! To be fair, my main issue with how Gem Knights play now is that they want to OTK. The old Gem Knights are really mid. They are really mid. I don't think Gem Knights did anything. At that point, you might as well just play X Sabers. And like, if you are playing and going second deck, there are better ones, but I think if you... Why, though? Why do people keep making me go first in the Maliss event? What if I'm playing Maliss? What then? What are you gonna do then? Wow. Okay, well, this does nothing. This is absolutely nothing. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to do that. This is why, like, being forced to go first, I add the Baguska, but a lot of times I can't even summon the Baguska. No one ever forgets to go first. Just burn 3 times for like 4k. Did a funny FDK with Lapis Lazuli and Black Garden. I just gotta add the Black Garden to my deck. I just have to hope that Called by the Grave and Forbidden Droplet somehow doesn't. What the Nemlaria? I don't know what this deck does. I have no idea what this deck does at all. It's easy to actually make a synchro with Adamanticators. No one ever lets me go first. Apparently everyone just makes you go first in the Maliss event for some reason. This is the second time this has happened. If you banish face down and their extra deck is empty, they banish revealed. I see. Clearly a rank 10. Clearly my opponent is playing trains. Cool deck that I wanted to build. I wanted to build it too until I saw how expensive it is compared to how bad it is. I mean, that does literally nothing. There's just nothing I could have done with that anyways. Compared to how bad this deck is, the amount of URs you're required to run, I just like, eventually it's just not worth it. But not worth the UR, yeah. I still think I'm gonna lose though, because I basically have nothing. Maybe I just randomly add Battle Fader to this deck. With the amount of times people are making me go first, maybe I just add Battle Fader. Like, it's a fun concept of girls sleeping about biscuit monsters that are big, but also just play Gizmic at that point. Both allow Gren Maju. Okay. I mean, that literally does nothing. Okay, here's the thing, right? Do I activate this and target both of these? That way I have a clear field for Lightning Storm. Because this doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything either. Lightning Storm is face-up cards. Aren't these two face-up? Or, like, does my opponent have a way of flipping them face down? Either way, I'm still kind of just screwed. So I don't think it matters. Okay. Oh, hello, Raigeki. Well, I do have Gem Knight. Okay, so this can work, I think. First of all, I'll Lightning Storm his spell traps. Perhaps I should have read what these cards do first. No for the restriction. That's fine. Unless if whatever he summons has protection or can negate a spell, it's dying anyways. Okay, so that targets, so it literally doesn't matter. So I can use that. If my opponent ashes this, then I think I just surrender. Because I have literally nothing else. If your opponent controls a monster. No! I don't know how to read! I can only discard this if my opponent controls a monster. Ah! I had it! I totally had it, and I just blew it. I could have gotten Scatter Fusion or like Brilliant Fusion to my hand. Ah! Quartz, man, empty field, just like my love life. Alright, I'm just gonna have to surrender here because I literally don't have anything else. Ah! Okay, before I continue, let me actually go on, like, what happened last night. Because, like, I basically went on an adventure last night from 11 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. You can normal summon attack for 1,000. Unfortunately, I think my opponent, I have literally nothing else after that. I think my opponent can just steamroll me after that. Yeah, let me just, like, go on a little, I have a interesting story of what happened last night. So, let's see here. So basically, last night, I actually have, like, a family of cats. like in my backyard, right? And then one day last night, I was like watching this movie on my phone, and then I suddenly heard meowing, like really, really loud meowing outside the door to my backyard. And I look over, and there's these 4 tiny kittens climbing on the screen door. And then so I quickly ran outside, grabbed the box, and then put them in there. And then I looked at ChatGPT to find out like how old they are, because I didn't see their mom anywhere. And so I looked at ChatGPT to see how old they are. And then hold on, I took pictures. Took pictures. Here they are. Here they are. They were so cute. So these guys, they're only 4 months old. So according to ChatGPT, these guys were only 4 months old. Wow, free kittens. The only problem is that I had 0 way of feeding them. And now as an army of small cats, I had 0 way of feeding them. So, what happened is that I was like waiting, I was like looking up like any animal shelters nearby. And then like I put a towel in there. I now have to wash the towel, and now I have to throw the box away because they probably peed in it. So now, I was looking up animal shelters, and then like they're all closed because it was 11 p.m. right? And then so I just like I wanted to put them outside so to see if their mom would come back, but also it was like cold outside, you know? So I decided to like put a bunch of towels in there, and then at first I put them outside, like my front door, to see if their mom would get them. But they got out, they crawled out, and then they like 2 of them scattered, and then 2 of them stayed in the box. And then so I had to rush back inside to get an even bigger box, to find somewhere to hold them, and then rush back outside. I found one of them, and then, but I couldn't find the 4th one. It turns out the 4th one somehow made it to my neighbor's front yard and got itself wedged between a concrete wall and a concrete planter that was cemented to the wall, to the ground. So, like, I had to use 2 sticks and to spend 15 minutes trying to pry him out, right? Eventually, after 15 minutes, I got him out. I had to be so careful because I was afraid of hurting him, because I don't know if he was hiding from me or if he was actually genuinely stuck. U.S. Gardens scare me. So eventually I got him out, and then he was like, they're all mewing like crazy. So I brought the other 3 closer to see if like they could draw the cat out. The cat didn't come out, so it was probably just stuck in there. So I had to be so careful because these guys are just 4 months old. Eventually I got him out, and then I was like, I brought them to the garage where it was warm. Tried to give them water, but they wouldn't drink because they were 4 months old. And so I was looking up some animal shelters nearby, and I was like, you know what? If their mom doesn't come back and it's in the morning, I'll take them to the animal shelter, and I will request the one that got out. I will request that they name him Houdini because he somehow got himself stuck in there. This is him, by the way. I took a closer picture of him. He's so cute. Like, what the heck? He's so precious. Look at him. He's so fluffy, I'm gonna die. These cats are like so soft, by the way. They're so soft. And then so this is him. And then so I put him out. I put them outside for a bit longer. I added like some more towels, and I closed the box halfway so they'll get like, so it'll be warmer. And then so I waited until 1 a.m. and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a shower. If they're still there, if their mom hasn't taken them yet. I had like week-old cats at a place once, but there were 9 of them heavy. That sounds really fun and also a nightmare. And then so I was like, you know what? I'll take a shower. If their mom hasn't come to pick them up yet, I'll put them in the garage where it's nice and safe and warm, because we have like possums close, like we have possums and raccoons here. So I took a shower, I came out, checked on them. There were all 4 of them were still outside. So I took them to the garage and then just watched them for a bit, tried giving them water. I used like a small bottle cap to try to feed them water. They wouldn't drink it because I don't think they drink water at this age. They drink like milk probably. And then right when I was about to go to bed, I heard a cat meowing outside my door. So within 10 seconds, I picked up the box and then rushed them outside, and there was a mom cat waiting for them. And then so the mom cat, after like about like 5 minutes, went to the box and then grabbed one of them and then left on my backyard. And then so this is a video of her. This is a video of the mom cat that I took. It's like, why is this sideways? Hold on. How do I rotate this? How do I rotate this? Oh, like that. Okay. So this is the mom cat right outside my door. That's my backyard, by the way. Usually rainwater good. I used a water bottle. That's the mom cat outside my door. I put a stool next to the box so that she'd have an easier time getting in there, and then she completely ignored it.
Mom is back.
You can see she's like super skinny. I'm actually really worried about her.
Yeah.
But she eventually went inside the box, grabbed one of them, and then made her way out. And then I basically just stayed by her, or I stayed basically awake for the entire night, trying to get her, like trying to see if she'd come back. And then it took her an hour to come back, but she did. And she took the second cat out of the box. The first one she took was Houdini. I wanted to name the one that got stuck Houdini, because the little guy is an escape artist. But the second time she took another cat, and then I waited like an hour and a half, and then finally she came back, and then she took the final cat. But by then, or she took the third cat, which was this one. But the thing is here, right? She actually tipped the box over. She tipped the box over, so there was just like a cat just waiting there. So one of the kittens was just like waiting out there, like constantly mewing to his mom. So I had to step outside, put the box back upright, and then put the cat back inside the box. And then so I had to wait like another hour or 30 minutes for her to finally come back for the last one. And then for this one, I saw how skinny she was, and then so I left like a plate. I asked ChatGPT what in my fridge is safe for her to eat, and then so ChatGPT told me it's okay to give her just a tiny bit of cheese. So I gave her some shredded cheese in that plate there, because she was like so skinny. I was really worried about her. So she finally, you can see her like having a hard time getting into the box. So eventually she went back to the plate, ate some more of the cheese, and then finally got the last cat. And at 6:30 a.m. in the morning, so I didn't go to sleep until 7. And I had to do something I had to do something in the morning. So I got like 3 hours of sleep looking after these cats, making sure the mom was okay, making sure the cats got out safely. Luckily, they all did. But you know what? You know what? What the worst part is that now I hear a bunch of kittens in my neighbor's backyard. So I'm pretty sure she just took them there. I'm pretty sure she just took them there and spent an hour and a half between trips for whatever reason. But I mean, she's probably like making sure they're all safe. and stuff, and finding like a good place to go. So that was basically my day. These cats, they went on an adventure. They got to go on an adventure, and then I basically just like texted the picture to a bunch of my friends and stuff, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, they're so cute," and stuff. But unfortunately, I had no way of feeding them, and so, as much as I would like to keep them, I can't care for any pets right now, and as much as I wanted to take them to the shelter, I didn't. I felt really bad about separating them from their mom. So, hopefully they're happy with their mom. Hopefully they can grow up big and strong and terrorize someone else's backyard. But and then yeah, I do want to get a pet eventually. It's just right now I can't. I'm actually more of a cat person than a dog person, but that was basically my day yesterday. They were so cute. They were so cute. How do I remove this from OBS? And then so now I was just like, as much as I miss them, at least I took these pictures of them that I can just remember. It's like Houdini there in the with his eyes closed. He's so cute. I really wanted to adopt them, but no, I think they're better with their mom. If they come back, Ken Houdini model. I saw a squirrel in my garden, that was nice. Bro got no tuna. I had Stater Brothers sushi in my fridge, but I asked ChatGPT and it said that it's not a good idea to feed them that because of all the seasoning that they use. And also, these are just like 4 months old or 4 weeks old cats. I don't think they eat solid food yet. And so I had more options to feed their mom, but I only had cheese, and it's not a good idea to give cats too much cheese because then they get diarrhea. Brother thinks GPT reliable. It's more reliable than me, who knows literally nothing about taking care of animals. I used to have 3 rabbits back in the day, but unfortunately they passed away. It just got old. I had them for a good time. I got old. I had them when I was like 7. Don't let 7-year-olds take care of pets, by the way. I got to name one of them. My younger brother named another one, and my cousin named the third one. The female, I don't remember who named him. I don't remember who named her, but they named the female rabbit Sonic, and we named one of the males Shadow, and I named the last male Bruce. I don't know why I did, but yeah, that was a really weird naming convention. Okay, let's get back to Yu-Gi-Oh! But yeah, that was basically my day last night. It was, I am so sleepy, but it was fun. It was fun. I will never forget that night for the rest of my life. And I've won the coin flip, which means that I have to manually go second. Batman Sonic crossover. Oh yeah! No, it was like, you think it's a Batman crossover, and then randomly you just get Bruce Banner. I'd like, it's like, don't let 7-year-olds take care of the Gem Knight FTK while going second. It's too strong. Oh, now I get Shadow Fusion. Don't let 7-year-olds take care of pets, and while the parents don't know how to take care of pets, we did not neuter the rabbits. That should tell you a lot. We did not neuter the rabbits because none of us knew that we should. I just said one day I was like, can I have a pet? And my mom was like, sure, I have a coworker that owns a bunch of rabbits. We can ask her. And none of us knew that we should neuter the rabbits. So After about, like, a year, we got baby bunnies. Do not let 8-year-olds take care of baby bunnies. 8-year-olds do not know how to take care of baby bunnies. Unfortunately, none of us knew how to take care of them, so unfortunately none of the baby bunnies take it. But hopefully I have redeemed myself last night. Hopefully I have redeemed myself last night by reuniting the cats with their mom, who left them in her backyard unattended, and they were crawling all over the place, including on top of my backyard screen door, and I was really afraid that they would hurt themselves. Peepo stare. I mean, Batman teamed up with Deadpool. Life is good. I used to also own three budgies, but I was also really young and I didn't know how to take care of them then. Okay, so I have Called By and Brilliant Fusion and both triple tax and also hollow core, so this is a good going second hand. My opponent is playing Cash Tira though. I don't know how well that's going to go. Blood of rabbits is on your hands. The moral of the story is don't let little kids take care of pets unless if the parent also knows how to take care of one. Wait, how did he summon that without paying life points? I'm about to be Cash Tier. Okay, I was not Cash Tier looped. Why did he just end on that? One of Spider or Scorpion at some point. Special summon. Okay, well he activates. This only activates during the main phase because of reasons. Ugh. Okay, well. Actually, no. This can be activated whenever, so I'll just activate this. Hello, Raigeki. Discard and field, detach. I mean... I think it would be better just to use this, because this won't die. And... yeah, okay, I think as much as I would like... No. As much as I would like... Shadow Fusion only gets rid of one face down, and I don't know what this is, and I don't like it. Oh! Called by the Grave, let's go! And you can easily just use that to banish my Gem Knight Fusion, which I really want in my graveyard. Okay, that is fine. That activates... You've activated my triple tactics talent. You fool. But what do I fuse it with, though? I don't think I can use it for anything. Maybe I look at my opponent's hand. Because I think I can still do things with these. I need to go to bed now, have fun with the rest of the stream. What is this? What is this deck? Let's just get rid of that one. I don't know what that is, but I'll get rid of it. Now I have Brilliant Fusion. And now I... Master Dispersion, I think? That one, this one, and an armadillo. And then this one. And then I send that to... Let me send this to graveyard. Yeah, this no longer does anything. I'll send it to graveyard. And then I add Gemini Dispersion. And Dispersion... I'm gonna add a monster this time. Add that. I'll add a Gem Armadillo. And then I'll normal summon the Gem Armadillo. Then Armadillo grabs a Quartz. And then Quartz activates to set a Scatter Fusion. And then link into Quartz. And then Quartz gets me another Dispersion. And then Master Dispersion summons that. That. And finally a Tourmaline. And then I Dispersion sending that, this, and that. And then Lady Brilliant Diamond sends that to grab a Master Diamond. Returning that. Hey, let's go! You just lost to Gem Knights, buddy! Just going second extra. They require so much brain power. GG. It requires so much brain power because I have to keep track of my cards and my opponent's deck. I think opening the triple tactics thrust just kind of like saved me there. Otherwise, I would be absolutely screwed. If I didn't have triple tactics thrust to get to Harpy's Feather Duster, I think I would have just died. I wouldn't have nothing if I didn't have you. Why? Why are you making me go first? What if I was playing Maliss in the Maliss event? Why do people keep making me go first? What the heck? Okay, at least this time I can Bagoosk. Okay. So first of all, I Nephew Rim. I add a Dispersion. I use Nephew Rim to summon an Armadillo. Armadillo the Hedgehog. And then I add and then I Baboosk. I put it over here because Cyber Dragons terrify me. Now I just have to hope that there's somehow they don't have a way to out this and are also not playing Link monsters. Surely the going second deck isn't running Raigeki. Why are you like this? Why are you like this, Konami? I think I just died. Wait, no, he's playing Heroes. Oh. I thought he was playing Sky Strikers because of the Sky Striker card, obviously. I mean, going second, I think Gem Knights are better than Heroes, but Heroes are infinitely better. Heroes is no longer going second. Heroes is a going first Floodgate deck. Isn't that right, Jaden? That's clearly what Jaden Yuki is all about. Just being a Floodgate deck. What the infernal device? Do people run this? I mean, he can fuse all he wants. It won't do anything. It's just gonna be negated anyways. Now, the only problem is that I need to get rid of Sunrise before entering the battle phase, but it shouldn't be too difficult with my hand. What do you mean he's able to attack over this randomly? I mean, it's still negated. What do you mean he's able to attack over this randomly? That's illegal. What do you mean he just already has the Miracle Fusion then? He already opened Miracle Fusion for some reason? Huh? Hello, Konami? Okay, he didn't use this... Okay, well, I mean... I don't think he has anything. Oh, hello, Triple Tactics Trust. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna use this Gem Knight Quartz. Because in case that's an Ash, I'm gonna bait out the Ash for... I already have Brilliant Fusion, so I'm gonna set the Scatter Fusion. Okay, no Ash. Because it's really important to get the Gem Knight Fusion into the graveyard. Maybe I'll, like, make a short with the cats, with little kitties. Maybe I'll make my desktop image the cats, because I really like them. Oh, it's only been... I woke up in the morning and they were gone and I already missed them. Ah! I miss them so much. Is this what being a mom feels like? I'm not kidding. I actually really miss them. And I've only had them for like 6 hours. Add this to hand. No, add another dispersion to hand. It was like one of my aunts came to my house and asked if I would watch her dog, which I did. Which I did. I did watch her house. Or her dog. But I had the dog for like about 2 days, and I really liked it. But like one day I woke up, and then my mom said that that she took she decided to give the dog away, and so she took the dog back without telling me, and while I was asleep, right? And I actually got so upset. I basically just threw a tantrum for the rest of the day. Well, I didn't throw a tantrum. I don't think I was the kind of kid that threw tantrums. I kind of just got like really, really depressed for basically the entire day. Because I didn't get, like, I was really upset that I couldn't say goodbye to the dog. And then, like, I basically took care of it for a day. I cleaned up his poops. I didn't even get to say goodbye to him, so that actually upset me a lot. Is this the Shadal variant or the Go in second board breaker version? The answer is yes. The answer is yes, except that Shadal Fusion does not exist in my deck except when I go first. When my opponent forces me to go first, that's when it decides to exist. I don't think I should have done that. I think I should have done something else first. Actually, no, I'll still have board space after this, I think. Random Ruby animation. And then I use Ruby here to get rid of Aquamarine. And take my non-destruction removal. And I use Dispersion to summon Lady Brilliant Diamond. Using that, I no longer have materials that I can use. Fine, I'll fuse with that and that. I no longer have Gem Knights in my main deck that I can use. I'll use that to do that, and then I summon Master Diamond. What makes the Shadow package so good is, if you don't mind explaining, I made a Gem Knight deck and I'm still learning it. I'll explain it after this duel, because I'm kind of currently concentrating. I mean, I think I've already won, but might as well just show off, right? Go, attack! In case Honest Neos exists. Honest Neos does not exist. Wait, does that have a destruction effect? You can destroy one monster in... What do you mean? Does he have a monster to... Ah! Fine. Attack. Do random piercing damage. I think that's still lethal. What do you mean it's not lethal? Okay, fine. What do I do? I have so many things in my graveyard right now. I can use this. Do I have anything left in my extra? I don't. I don't have anything left in my extra deck. You know what? You know what? It's Shadal Fusion time. I'll just put it there. I don't have everything left in my graveyard because I used it all. So basically, Shadal Fusion... I guess I'll explain it now. Shadal Fusion is... Because Gem Knights... Going second version of Gem Knights... Your opponent, 9 times out of 10, is gonna summon an extra deck monster. So, you just... If you open Shadal Fusion, you fuse with cards in your deck. Harder effect. Okay, what does this do? Add one Dark Fusion, one card that mentions it. Okay, what are the chances he can do things with one card in his hand? That one. This one. Yeah, these two. And then, so basically, you just have, you put Shadow Dragon, and I think it's Nail Shadow... One of the Nail Shadows. I don't remember what it's called, because this name is dumb. Hey, let's go! And then, so basically, you just, after you do your normal board breaker stuff, well, if you're able to do board breaker stuff while your opponent still has an extra deck monster, it nails Shadow Genius. So Shadow Fusion, if your opponent has an extra deck monster, a monster special summoned from the extra deck, you can use monsters from your deck as material. So you basically send Shadow Dragon and Nail's Shadow Genius to summon El Shadow Construct. And El Shadow Construct is just a card, right? It doesn't do anything outside of the battle phase in this deck. But more importantly, you send Shadow Dragon, which when Shadow Dragon gets sent to the graveyard, it pops a spell trap. And when Nel Shadow... Neshadow? I'd be calling it Neshadow. When this card gets sent to the graveyard, you target an effect monster on the field, and then neither player can activate that target card's effects on the field this turn. So essentially, this is kind of just like a negate. So it's just board breaker stuff. You could probably run more Shadow stuff, but I don't think it's necessary, because I'm already running a crap ton of board breakers. You just have to make sure that your opponent still has a monster special summon from the extra deck, because like sometimes you open Lightning Storm and Shadow Fusion, and obviously Lightning Storm doesn't want anything on your field, but Shadow Fusion wants stuff on your opponent's field, so yeah. You gotta decide which one to use. But for some reason, in the Maliss event, whenever my opponent makes me go first, I only open Shadow Fusions, and when I go second, Shadow Fusion doesn't exist. No, I keep drawing Shadow Dragon, which is basically a Garnet. Unless if you can special summon that, plus a level 4, and somehow go into Baguska, it is basically... The Shadows are basically Garnets. But I mean, like, Gem Knights are still really fun. It's just that, unfortunately, they just die to Maliss, because if Gem Knight Fusion gets banished, then the deck basically just doesn't function. Oh, he's decided. He's wondering whether I should... Why?! This is the second duel in a row where my opponent makes me go first in the Maliss format. What if I was playing Maliss, huh? See? See what I mean? When I go second, Shadow Fusion doesn't exist, but when I go first, suddenly it is the only card that exists. Ah! Ah! Okay, I just have to Bagoosk. I just have to Bagoosk and hope that I don't die. Actually, I think I should have added something else. Oh well. Bagoosk! If he's playing Maliss, then I think I'm dead. But I mean, like, going second Maliss, I'm pretty sure that's not a thing. What the going second Crimson Dragon? I don't think Red Dragon Archfiend has a way of outing Bagooska. I mean, that gets summoned, but I don't think it can do anything with it. Okay, well, he did summon cards, which is good for me, because I kind of needed him to have monsters on the field. Okay, first of all, Bagusk. Let's get rid of you, because I want you in the graveyard. It affects everything, right? Okay, so I'm about to use a bunch of effects, so I need to summon this in attack. I need to change this to attack position. This field didn't light up, which suggests to me that I maybe don't have to worry about this face down. And then I normal Nefri Room. Nefri Room gets me probably a Dispersion. Yeah, okay, this gives me a Dispersion. Now I use this to normal summon the Gem Armadillo, and then the Armadillo can get me the Hollow Core. Kinda wish that the strategy didn't revolve around normal summoning, though. Because that is really risky. And then I Hollow Core. Another thing is, if they ash the Hollow Core, then... Actually, no, it sends? Does it send? Oh, it sends its cost! Okay, never mind, they cannot ash the Hollow Core. That, and, this. And that can get me a... I guess a Gemini Quartz. And then I don't need this in my hand, so I'll use it to set the other one, of which name I don't remember. Scatter Fusion. I already have Brilliant Fusion, so I'll set the Scatter Fusion. My opponent's like, what the heck is this guy doing? And then I will... I'm gonna Brilliant Fusion here. I'm gonna hold on to the Gemnite Dispersions for now. And then I'll summon that by sending this, that, and that. Then I Nephirim and Gemini. Whoops! Oh, I bumped my mic. And then I add that to hand. And then I send it. I'll send that to grave because I don't need it. And then I'll use Phantom Quartz because I need more stuff in my main deck. I'll summon Lady Brilliant Diamond by using that, and this. What do I do, though? I don't have enough room on my field to do what I want. Summon... I guess use this, using that, using that. I don't have enough space! I need to somehow get rid of this Baguska. I get rid of Phantom Quartz because I no longer need it. And I'll grab a Master Diamond. I guess I just have to use this now. That is really unfortunate, but I think I just have to use this now. Especially that. And then, Topaz. I run 3 Kurikar and 3 Nibs and Ultimate Slayer. I'll go in second, only a few board breakers, but I'm a fan of Gem Knights. Ever play the FTK variant? Thankfully, I didn't play Yu-Gi-Oh! When that was popular. So, I kind of just took I didn't play Yu-Gi-Oh! At, the second half of the Zexal era to the second half of the Reigns era. So luckily I didn't have to deal with all those. Scatter Fusion. Can you use Scatter Fusion here? I don't know what I'm summoning, but... Okay, apparently I'm summoning this, but it doesn't actually do anything. It's just the guy. Go, attack! Go! Deal piercing battle damage because reasons. Okay. Is this hard once per turn? Can only use each. Okay, this is a hard once per turn. What the? Yugioh? Yugioh? Red Dragon Archfiend? What kind of deck is that? Pow, right in the kisser. Attack. And then so I have so much damage left, and this guy can attack twice. I don't know what else he has in his hand, though, so I'm gonna attack with this. Yugioh. Why was he running Yugioh? I mean, it's like, yeah, he can summon Yugioh, but he doesn't have, like, he doesn't have the continuous spell, so I can just choose to not attack him. And then he still takes 5,000 damage. Then again, Gem Knights don't really have a way of removing things without destruction or battle, so it would have been really tricky to try to get rid of the Yugioh. That was weird. I don't know what just happened. Let me grab this stuff. Wee, gimme. How many gems am I getting? Oh my gosh! Less than a 10 pull. I got 1/4 of a UR, let's go! Speaking of which, did you, like, hear about Duel Links? And that they're getting rid of, they got rid of the ability to pay for packs directly, and they added gacha currency to Duel Links, and I'm like, why are you like this, Konami? Why do you want people to hate your game even more? 750 games, whoa. I know! It's not enough to guarantee an SR. Okay, so I have a Fulos and Nemesis Flag. This is a really good going second hand, but if they ash the Armadillo, then I'm kinda boned. This could be anything. This could be Voiceless Voice, this could be Drytron. Huh? What the ritual gem knight? I don't know what I'm do people play? Okay, well, I mean that's a Baron. I guess it's a Baron. The Fabled going for, oh my gosh! It's Baron de Fleur. Baron de Fleur featuring Gem Knights. This is no longer a Gem Knight deck, this is a Baron de Fleur deck with a featuring Gem Knights. Actually, I should probably use this now before he synchro summons. Okay, so he has no Ash, so that's good. I do have Forbidden Droplet and triple tax. I have a Nemesis Flag, which could help. But, I mean, he's probably summoning Appaloosa. He's probably summoning Appaloosa plus Baron, and I can only destroy one of them using this. What the Bagoosk? What the Bagoosk? No sync. Where's your synchro summon, buddy? Where's your Baron de Fleur? No, hello, triple tactics thrust. Okay, so he's about to activate this during the standby phase, which means that I can. Okay, never mind. He did not act. Wait, why didn't he activate this? Okay, that is weird, but okay. Let's see here. I'm a Droplet. I think Talent is more useful than Thrust in this situation. So I'm gonna drop Talents. And then Dispersion. And add a Nephirim. This is what I really don't like, is that you need to normal summon a Nephirim in order to activate it, and if it gets, like, impermed, then you basically just die. However, I don't think Gem Knights use imperm, and... However, this guy used Diviner of Herald, so I don't even know anymore. We'll grab a Hollow Core. I don't even know what deck this guy is using. Because I have never seen anyone run Diviner of Herald. And then I grab, Quartz. Then I activate Hollow Core. Senza's cost cannot be ashed. My opponent has some response. I don't know what it is, though. I don't think Gem Knights have any way of banishing my opponent's Gem Knight fusion, though, so I'm probably fine. That one and this one, because I want those two to be in the graveyard. Perhaps they should have used Quartz first, oh well. He did have an imperm, but he impermed the wrong target for some reason. If he had impermed the Nephirim, I basically just had to surrender. That was weird. Okay. Let's use Quartz. Quartz. Set Brilliant Fusion. Activate Brilliant Fusion. add Master Dispersion using that, this, and that. And then, this card activates. And this card activates. And then I add this to hand. And then I send that to grave. Anything I can do here? Then I Master Diamond. What does he have? What's the nib? I mean, you still get my stuff back. Nib doesn't do anything. Like, Nib doesn't actually do anything, because this doesn't get negated. He chained it to it, so I still get this effect. He summoned it in attack position because he knows I have piercing. And then I special summon this. I special summon this. And then I summon this. No. I summon the Lady Quartz. I don't know how to summon that. Okay, summon this. I mean, he did use an effect, so I can't triple tactics. Do I care? I mean, no, not really. Wait, why didn't it give me a chance to negate the nib? Oh, because I no longer control the Gem Knight Fusion Monster. That is annoying. I'll just draw two. Gem Knight Dispersion, let's go! Holy moly. I am losing it. I am totally losing it. Okay, I think I'm gonna end it there for today. So before I go, let me say, let me end this poll first. And poll. Let's see here. Who won? First place, Gem Knights. No one chose Nekroz, surprisingly. That is very surprising to me. Before I leave, let me show you the kitty pictures of the cats that wandered into my backyard last night. That I had to say goodbye to because I had to return to their parents. Their mom showed back up to pick them up from daycare. I never signed up for daycare. I never signed up for being daycare. I don't have the emotional capacity for this. I just wandered into my backyard. Their mom was nowhere in sight. And I spent until 6:30 a.m. taking care of them until their mom showed up and took them away. And the thing is, she probably just took them into my neighbor's backyard because I can still hear them. And it's so, yes, they're adorable. And I'm not gonna say the story again because I already said it on stream, but if you want to know what exactly happened, if you don't want to know what happened last night, I think I said it, I said it in between one of the duels. I took all these pictures of them. I got the video of their mom taking them out of the box. Named this one Houdini, because he is an escape artist that we had to use 2 sticks to pry him out because he got stuck for 15 minutes. But unfortunately, I'm not able to take care of pets right now. But maybe in the future. Oh, they're so cute. But yeah. But next week I'm gonna be playing on Saturday. Let's see here. On Saturday, I am probably gonna be playing more Master Duel. I might be busy next Saturday. I'll check my schedule. I'll put an update out. But next Friday I will be playing Sonic Racing Cross World. So that's gonna be pretty fun. But I'm gonna end it there for today. So if you've been watching for this long, I thank you for watching. I've been Kenyeki. You've been beautiful, and I will see you. And next time, goodbye.